I mean, come on. Everyone wanted to see at least one Deku get punched in the dick. I mean, I've kind of wanted to have that with every single shonen protagonist. I want to see Raku get punched in the dick a couple of times. I want to see Natsu. I want to see Naruto, Luffy, definitely Ichigo. Aaron, like, you know, there's a whole, but like, the only one that I wouldn't want to see, like, someone getting punched in the dick, probably out of all the main characters I can think of, is maybe Guts from Berserk, because the guy's gone through enough, and if I punched him in the dick, he would probably rip off my arm, shove it up my ass, put it down through my throat, only so it can go back through my ass, and do it all over again. Yeah, this one was a weird one. So kind of surprised that there was actually, like, we just kind of, like, skipped throughout all that whole little battle. Honestly, I thought we were just going to get, like, straight into the battles and seeing, like, all the teams going through that. And I was like, actually, that's, like, a weird thing to see. Like, they just, like, survived it. I mean, honestly, if they ever did this in the anime, I could feel like that could be maybe, like, stretched out a little bit, saying, like, hey, let's have a look at battle that they run. Because we just saw at the end, like, oh my god, everyone's all fucking destroyed and all that. Everyone's just, like, all messed up after this battle. I'm like, you could have done a little bit more with that. And I'm like, we finally found out what exactly this little kid was. He was like, oh, by the way, it's like, you know, who is that kid? And all that, you like this kid's mother and shit? Like, it's like, nah, he's just my nephew. We just, like, look after him. And all that. It's like, yo, Coda, say hi and all that. They're the heroes and all that. He's like, and I just, like Deku's just there, like, hi, I'm Deku. Like, I'm a student, though, who's the hero at the academy. Nice to meet. Boom! Right in the dick. And I'm like, you know what, Deku? I think you deserve that. I mean, the justice thing, like, come on, I'm like, like, every main character at least deserves it once, and I'm like, I like that Ito is like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you, kid? Why are you aiming at the family jewels? Like, that is just not, that's just foul, man, like, and this kid obviously seemed like he's gone for a lot and all that. It's like, oh, I'm just not gonna, like, fuck around with a bunch of losers who want to be corny-ass heroes and all that. I'm like, I like that Bakugo is like, wow, look at this shitty little kid. He thinks he's an adult. And he's like, oh, yeah, it reminds me of someone I know and all that. It's like, Bakugo's like, you want to fucking start, like, Todoroki? And he's just like, you want to fucking start with this shit and all that? It's like, they fucking keep your emotions in shit. He's like, it was a joke, motherfucker. Calm down. He was like, no, I really want that. Like, come on, can we have, like, a rematch between Todoroki and Bakugo? Not, like, some bullshit one that we had. Come on. Like, that was the most disappointing thing to see in that tournament. It's like, I want a proper match where those two go at it like animals. And that's why, you know, maybe we might get that in the future of the series. I really want to, but it's like, you know, we just get to see, it's like, Eraser's like, yo, kids, have some fucking shit to eat because, you know, you fucking deserve it. You know, you've been through a lot of stuff. And they're just like, yo, this is the most delicious shit. And obviously, like, Deku's keeping an eye out and he's like, yo, this kid's a little bit weird. And, you know, we find out exactly why he's a little bit of the shitbag about, like, the whole hero thing. And it's like, find out that his parents were heroes and a couple of years ago they died being heroic, and it's like the two cat girls were like, you know what, they went out in the blazing glory like any hero should and all that, but to a child, how do you explain this? Like, why is it that my parents had to die and why does everyone else have to be happy? It's like, if this whole justice, like, justice doesn't always win, you know, look at the shining example of Batman. Like, did he ever get revenge on his parents? Actually, that's probably a dumb comment where he actually did that once, but that's besides the point, you know, like, he does it so no situation happens like that, and that's why he's someone in the dark. Like, maybe we might need that a little bit more. That's why we had stuff like Stain. Stain is someone that wants to correct the world's bullshit, and he thinks like maybe the hero system isn't the right way. Maybe we just gotta kill the motherfuckers that caused the bad shit. And that piece of shit from what we saw, a little fucking great man like that, it's like, oh, I need to see beyond this wall. Where so like the hot springs are going, and it's like, really, man, you're gonna climb that wall? Like, of course, I'm surprised he hasn't used these fucking things as like suction cups beforehand, like that, going up there. And Kota defending the wall like he's a fucking, like, part of, like, the survey corps or something, knocking, like, him down. And we got a little bit of little bonus to you guys and all that. You get to see that frog girl and all that. You get to see, personally, my favorite and all that, like, at the moment, that isn't Momo. I gotta say, I forget the brown girl's name like that, like, the one that has, like, the weird antennas and all that in the eyes, and she's, like, the animal girl like that. She's kind of cool. I do like her a lot. It's like, hey, a little bit of bonus. You want to see Frog Girl and the rest of them and all that. If you, like, want to see that, and you know what? His fucking little horns, of course, blocking the only good part that I wanted to see. And I'm like, God fucking damn you, motherfucker. I want to see that. It's like, and then he passed out, and like Deku using just full cow just to save this guy. It's like, yo, he's going to fall over and smash himself. And that's when we heard about the story. And from what we're going to get from next week, it's like, we're actually kind of surprising. Although Deku's kind of already done this. It's like, Eraser's like, hey, we're going to like upgrade your quirks now. You've just been growing as people now. You're going to actually learn to upgrade. Now, Bakugo is going to be interesting. It's like, how more can you upgrade his thing? Can you have like could he like actually control like the explosions into delayed timer, or can he like just increase the force? Like maybe he's gonna have a little bit more force where he's gonna like, oh, I'm gonna use the explosion now as like a way to accelerate my fist and stuff like that, and you know, maybe use it to fly and stuff like that, or like leap around. He's been doing it for a while, but if honestly Bakugo could like control his powers, he'd be fucking broken as fuck and all that. Like he just releases it in like wild energy. He just needs to actually control that, or maybe have a concentrated one. Like I could definitely see that. Like that'd be a kind of interesting power and all that. Like to see what to do. And also Todoroki, it's like, honestly with him, it's like, yeah, you just got to balance out the ice and fire. Honestly, that's like, if you can use the two in like kind of perfect harmony and like use them like at that, then honestly you're all set to go. And honestly, I can't really think about any of the other characters on it. Like Ida, like what can he do? Like control the burst and stuff. Like the quirks, it's like, how much can you control it and all that? Like with Uraraka, the gravity as well. Like also you can make like maybe a little gravity well or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. It's like you can only do so much with like the powers. I feel like with some of these characters, like even the guy with the shadows and stuff like that. Maybe you like increase that. Like there's a lot of stuff you can do with these guys. So honestly, I want it to be interesting, and I hope it isn't just like, oh, I can punch hard, you know. I doubt it's going to be that, but we'll have to wait and see. Honestly, I enjoyed this chapter. I thought it was a nice little, funny little, you know, you got your little edginess to it. You found out a little bit about this kid, and overall, it was kind of a little blast. Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit of them fighting in the forest a little bit more, but, you know, they even said as well, like Deku, like Ida, like Todoroki, Deku, like all of them, like, they all went fucking in, like, and they fucked up motherfuckers, so I like that. Overall, I'm going to give this one like a 7.5 out of 10. I thought this was a decent chapter, and honestly, I'm looking forward to the training next week. So let's see what's going to happen. But that's all from me. So thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll catch you guys next time.